Hello Aries, and thank you for joining me here at Leaping Lotus Tarot. My name is Addison if you're new here. I'm going to dive right in. We've got the Ethereal Visions Tarot today. I'm sorry, Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot. I have an aquamarine, I believe this is aquamarine, crystal that I'm clearing the deck with today. Take a deep breath for me if you would, ground into the present moment. Hit like and subscribe if these messages resonate for you. It greatly helps the channel and helps get the word out there for people to hear these messages that they need to hear. So we have the Seven of Swords. We have the King of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So something about deception, something about not having truthful and honest communication has led to a disillusion, perhaps, with a Knight of Wands. Let's see. Tell me about the dishonesty and the lack of communication. Tell me about the lack of communication. What's going on here? What is this poor communication? The Magician. Virgo, Gemini energy. So the communication could have been with an air sign, a Gemini, because we have that King of Swords. It could be with a Virgo, an earth sign. So there's something about manifesting here. Gemini could also kind of be like the twins. There could be some sort of twin flame energy going on here. Tell me about the Knight of Wands in reverse. Ooh, Ten of Swords. Yeah. So there's some sort of betrayal in the past. We also have the Eight of Pentacles. Hard work. Tell me more about what's trying to be manifested or what the Magician energy is. Ooh, Three of Wands in reverse. Somebody has come to a decision about what they're trying to do, where they're trying to go. And it feels like a relationship or connection has dissolved due to, I mean, it really just comes to some form of communication. Somebody's moved on from a betrayal, somebody's moved on from old, maybe heartbreak, and someone's just decided to put in the work, maybe into themselves. It feels like somebody's like trying to choose themselves here because they don't want to be dealing with people where there's poor communication or any sort of situation where there's just a lack of honesty. Yeah, as I split the deck, we've got the Ace of Swords. That's decision, that's clarity. That's a decisive energy. Tell me more about that Knight of Wands. I feel like, tell me more about that masculine. It could be a Sagittarius, could be a Leo, could be an Aries. This is an Aries reading, so of course I threw the card on the ground. So I said, tell me about the Knight of Wands that we had in reverse, and we've got the Magician out again. So very much coming through as a Magician energy. So that's who we're going to refer to this masculine energy as going forward, as the Magician. Tell me about the other person in this situation. The Devil. Capricorn energy. Okay, so maybe it's not a Virgo, maybe it's the Devil energy with Capricorn. But I mean, again, we had that deception card coming out. So this could be a situation where a masculine was, maybe he cut off communication with somebody because it was toxic. You know, it wasn't the best thing for him anymore. King of Pentacles upright. Yeah, he wants to be abundant. He wants to move into a beginning where he can be financially successful. He's, you know, had that Eight of Pentacles energy. He wants to manifest with this Magician, right? He wants to create for himself abundance, finance, stability, a life of loyalty, of reliability, predictability, and just devotion to whatever his craft is. Okay, so let's find out, like, tell me about his craft. Ooh, this came out right away. Queen of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, you can't make this stuff up, guys. So he could be with a Virgo. It's just, yeah, the King and Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this is what he wants. He wants abundance with his queen. So he left some old situation behind that had deceit in it, had poor communication, just confusion and lack of clarity. And now he's moved into clarity. Like, I've got my queen. I'm happy. This is what I want. I'm done with the toxicity. I'm done with the confusion. I'm done with the old ways. I want to manifest a new future for myself. Beautiful. Very exciting. He seems very focused on his new beginning. So tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about his counterpart here. What do we need to know about the Queen of Pentacles? I have a beautiful harp playing in the background, by the way. That's what that instrument is. I felt very called. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Oh, gorgeous. New passion, new beginnings, starting over, you know, that fiery energy of just a clarity of what this person wants. I mean, so I asked about his queen, and that's what she is to him. She's this fiery new passion. She's this, you know, the ace cards represent new beginnings, starting over, you know, very powerful cards. And what's even more beautiful too about the ace cards is that the divine is supporting it. The higher power, the divinity, the one source is coming down and offering that hand of passion in this sense, because it's wands, right? But the Ace of Pentacles is, you know, financial abundance. The universe, I wouldn't be surprised if we had an Ace of Pentacles come down as well, because the universe is very much supporting this new path. Four of Cups. Okay, there's something here a little bit that still isn't really brought to the surface yet, or hasn't, let's see, what does the Four of Cups represent? Well, that one wanted to come out, but it didn't. What does the Four of Cups represent here? What is the emotional going within that still needs to be discovered? Eight of Pentacles. What exactly that this person wants to work on? Maybe there's some more inner work and healing that needs to go on. Let's put these all back in the deck and shuffle through one more time. Because we had the Eight of Pentacles come out before, so we need to ask. We just need to ask a little bit more about that Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, we have the Lovers as I split the deck. Whatever this person is wanting to work towards, whether it's a job or not, it feels like they want to work on a relationship. They want to work on this connection, perhaps with their queen. This king wants to work on a connection with his Queen of Pentacles. That's where his focus is. That's what his passion is on. Tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Strength. Oh, I don't think I've had something like this come out in a long time. This is amazing. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Queen and King. Let me just show you. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and Strength. All powerful fire energy. Counterparts. Oh my goodness. Strength. I mean, wow. So this could be, goodness, this is a power couple. This is absolutely somebody who's like, they've made it through whatever difficult thing that they had to get past before. They've made it through. Tell me about Strength. Like, this is, oh my goodness. Wow. Please drop in the comments if this is your reading. Three of Cups. So emotional collaboration. Maybe these people are, tell me about the Three of Cups. Six of Pentacles. What I'm kind of getting with this is that if they're trying to make friends, if they're trying to have relationships with other, you know, feminine energies, and I only say feminine just because of the imagery here, but it could be anyone. It feels like they just really need to be harmonious in these friendships. Because we have the Six of Pentacles, we have equal give and take. There has to be equal reciprocating energy. There has to be healthy connections here. And, you know, just with the deceit in the past, and it just feels like, yeah, there just needs to be that understanding, that same page, being on the same page sort of energy. That equal give and take is really what that is. So tell me a little bit more about Strength, because Strength feels very specific. Two of Wands. Yeah, it's a decision to go forward, making better choices about who you choose to invest your energy with in either work, projects, romance. Wow, I don't know. I almost want to ask about this King and Queen, because it's like, you know, that Lovers connection came out. This feels very new somehow. I mean, it could be a new connection, but it just feels so stable because of how the King and Queen have come out twice now in like both King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, and in King of Wands and Queen of Wands. So it feels like there's just like a new fire that's arisen with this couple. And I feel like they're growing and building something very big together. So what are they, maybe that's what I should ask, is what are they growing and building together? Four of Wands. Maybe a marriage. Celebration, harmony, balance. This is absolutely gorgeous. Wow, they're building stability. I mean, that's really what they're doing here. Goodness. Is there anything they need to know? Is there anything that's like just information they need to know? Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Still some coming into balance a little bit. There's still like that figuring things out a little bit with things. I guess tell me more about temperance. Tell me more about the balancing of emotions. Ooh, we got 2 cards that came out very clearly. The Hanged Man in reverse, Piscean energy in reverse, and 5 of Wands, a little bit of conflict here. Okay, so what this is that this couple is very strong together. That's been made very clear in this. The couple is doing very well, but there's some decisions that they have to make going forward about who they choose to collaborate with. Their energy is very sacred. They're very well matched with each other. And so with the Hangman in reverse, it could be like, because that's a pause and surrender card. My throat's getting kind of scratchy. It almost feels like something needs to be spoken. Something needs to be said to somebody. Could be a Pisces. It feels like they have to be honest. With it being in reverse, it feels like they aren't just going to surrender to their circumstances anymore. Surrender is obviously always important with the divine. But what I mean by this is they're not just going to accept poor treatment, or they're not going to accept something that's not for them. Because we have the 5 of Wands, which I was saying is like a conflict with multiple people. So they're trying to come into balance, right, with this Temperance card. They're trying to find what is going to bring them that balance and harmony, that equal give and take. 4 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, right? What is going to be the best collaboration for them with people going forward so that they can avoid conflict energy, so they can be at a proper 3 of Cups sort of balanced emotional match with whoever they choose to invest their energy with people in their lives. Yeah, now that brings the Knight of Wands into the upright. Okay, beautiful. Okay, and then the 8 of Pentacles, actually, I just put it back in the deck, but the 8 of Pentacles came out in reverse this time, and so I think that's just a little nod to like, some people may have to leave a job that they're currently in order to find the right people that they need to collaborate with. Any other advice? Any other advice? Any other advice? Let's see. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. I'm so glad. Again, throwing another card on the ground. Let's get one more. Ooh, 8 of Cups. Looking to new horizons. Trying to, with the appearance of like looking into the moon here. The moon speaks to illusion or like, you know, intuition. And so with the 8 of Cups, it's like, okay, I need to move into what my gut knows to be true. I need to move into what my truth path is. I need to figure out what that is for myself, right? Because they know that it's important to them to have that balance. So let me grab this card. We have the Page of Cups. That's what fell on the ground here. So, I mean, just very much, oh, we've got a fish. That's interesting. There's a fish in the goblet there. Cups, obviously, emotion, water. It reminds me of that Piscean energy. There's very much like an emotional new beginning with something. Okay, I feel like I just need to grab another clarifier for that 8 of Cups and that Page of Cups. Something with emotion of needing to kind of start over, a new beginning in something. Trying to listen to their truth. Wow, yeah, the Devil in reverse. Releasing that toxicity, right? And then we have the Ace of Cups. Wow, it's so much cup energy, so much love here. That's the focus, is finding love. I mean, they've already found love in their counterpart, right? But this is the focus. The heart and the focus is to find the love, to find the passion, to not even to find it. It's by find it, I mean like in life. So they have the, like I said, this couple's very strong, right? So they have it within each other. They have the love there. But there's like, okay, as a couple, we have to release the toxicity around us so that we can find the love like in the world, find the love from the people, surround ourselves with love, be in a state of love, make it easier on us to just have love and abundance in our lives. And that's who it seems like who we surround ourselves with. Release toxicity, move past the things that don't longer serve us, focus on passion, focus on love, focus on collaboration with the right people, work hard towards the things that set our souls on fire, and just lead in honesty and lead in truth so that you're not you know, there's no illusion, there's no deceit anymore, right? It's completely just starting over in the freshness and excitement of the love of life, right? I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I, of course, love hearing from you guys in the comments. Please drop down in the comments, and we will see you next time.